We live. How you doing, Nemo? Huh? Excellent, Nemo. Nemo, I've been seeing you in these YouTube streets. And I'm telling you, you are doing the thing. The last time we met, you was talking about making changes, but did you really make changes? I seen you do a couple of different things. And so as we talk about it, and when people come on, we'll go in deep. Talking about how you doing, what's going on, what's working, what didn't work, what would you change, and what you wouldn't change. So we're gonna talk about it. Hey, Jared Talk. Oh, Jared Talk. Hey, Jared Talk is new to the channel. Yes, yes, yes. Jared, did I see you in a source space? I seen you in someone's space. But thank you, Jared Talk. When this live is over, today or tomorrow, make sure you come back and say something so that we can recognize you. Especially if you're a YouTuber, we would like to show you love. I'm Snapback Trishana, and this is Mr.
How you doing, Jared? Was he in LaShawna's live? I think it was in LaShawna or either on the source, huh?
Sure, but he's new. But you're welcome. You're welcome. This is a pop up. This is a pop up live. I have a consistent live on Sunday at 8 p.m. and at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. And so me and Nemo, I'm definitely coming back. Me and Nemo is sitting up in here and we talking. I've been a YouTuber not quite a year. Nemo, when I met Nemo last year, just before Thanksgiving, before he became monetized his greatness, he was already great, but he wanted to monetize it before he monetized it. I joined in with him and we became family. That's the phenomenal team, the phenomenal group. I have the snapbacks, baby, the snapback tribe, and you gonna see them coming in here. So me and Nemo just kind of just we're gonna talk and we're gonna jump in some questions that help you as a YouTuber if you're a YouTuber. But guess what? If you're not a YouTuber, the things about life is skills are trans- transformable. Hey, what's up? Hey, okay, it's transformable. You know what? That's right, baby. You came in the right space. Let me tell you something. If you don't behave, I'm just gonna put you in a timeout. You know how you got to do them little children? Put them in a timeout. So skills are transformable, and if you do something in one area, you could do it in another area. Sometimes we think because we did whatever we did bookkeeping, we can't do it anywhere else. But those things cross the line. If you did camera, hey Malcolm, you did camera, you did whatever you did, then guess what? You will be able. That's right. Real life is in here, baby. Y'all better check yourself. Real life is on here. I'm not granny. I am grandma. Let's get it straight. Real life is in house. I want to show y'all some love, and then me and Nemo gonna jump on a wagon. Real life is in the house. Real life is in the background. And baby, if you don't act right, she gonna smack you. You might not see her, but I got YouTubers all over the place, and even the computer work for me. So you all are welcome to hang out if you want to. But guess what? If you don't behave, we're gonna cut you off. Cut you like a. You know why? Because that's what you deserve. You're a little kid, and we're gonna put you in a timeout. That's all. So Nemo, tell the people a little bit about yourself. Like I said, I met Nemo last year, just before Thanksgiving, before he monetized. He's monetized, and I see he have changed. Hey, Bradley, I see he have changed his strategy now, and we're talking about it. We're talking about what is like to be monetized. So Nemo, what is like to be monetized now? Now that you have a different expectation on you, you behind a veil that we working towards going if we're a YouTuber.
Uh, you gotta be consistent. I don't really do like what I used to do. I wasn't doing as many shout out videos and stuff like that. I've been focused on health and fitness lately, trying to lose some weight and stuff like that. But I'm trying to focus my channel more on a niche now. Because some people don't have a niche on their channel. A lot of people don't have a niche on their channel. You know, you, to, to me, it's better to have like the most successful YouTubers always have a niche that they They stick to for a couple of months and they try a different niche if it ain't working out for them, or they just stick to something for a little while, and hopefully it'll stick to your channel and the right people will find your channel.
In the house. Hey, hey, hey. So, one of the things in the coaching world, Nemo, they tell you to have a niche. The people that you're attracted to in your niche usually, hey, Nydia in the house. Yes, what happened is your niche is usually the thing that like you go through. Like for me, I dealt with rejection. I dealt with not really being to show who I was with identity. So the people that I am called to in mental health awareness, mental health wellness, because the things that you've been through, you could tell somebody else about. I could tell you about mental health and some things, but I can't tell you about some other things. I could talk about it from studying, but how you do niche, like Nydia like to do music and stuff, and I call Nydia a music a ministry. I'm about to put you out, baby. It was nice knowing you, Bradley. Well, actually, I'm gonna let you stay in. Actually, Bradley, I'm gonna let you stay in. You know why? That's just how nice I am. And if you keep saying things, they're not gonna put you out, but we're gonna cover your words up because your words mean nothing to us. Hey, Lisa in the house. Lisa in the house. So yeah, don't put him out, y'all. Let him stay in here, but just cover the words up. So yeah, give him put his words out. Don't put him out. Let him stay. Since he talking smack, he cover his words up. But I'm getting hours from him. He paying me with his time. Hallelujah. So yes, some of these children are so special. You could tell people who parents ain't teach them no manners. They parents, is yes, yes. So you guys are welcome in here, but Nemo 504 monetized. And so I wanted to let you guys to know the process because a lot of us still working towards becoming monetized. And while we working towards it, we want to know how to manage ourselves. Thank you, Bradley. I know some of y'all don't have home training, but that's okay because guess what? We're gonna be here to set you free. Set your mind free. Cause you know what? Some of y'all been ignored all your life. You felt like nobody wanted you or you care, but we care about you. In our community, 1,000+ new content creators and YouTubers, we care about you across the board. This is Mr. Phenomenal. See, sometimes people they upset because they want to be here on YouTube, but you could be here if you do right, we'll show you how to have a YouTube channel and be successful. And you could get on here and you could say things. Nemo is Mr. Positive. And so Nemo went from doing Pokemon. He went from doing some financial sharing his financial vices. Now Mr. Nemo, Mr. Phenomenal, talking about his wellness, his hey Cassie, he's talking about how to set your mind free, your body free, to monetize your greatness, but also your health. See, sometimes we do things, but it does not give us a freedom. YouTube can be a very liberating place, but it also can be a very mental struggle. And so me and Nemo get on here, we be clowning and having fun. But we just wanted to talk about the journey. Cassie Kitchen is on here. I would like to do one live with you too, Cassie. And we talking about how to monetize your channel, what you need to do. And Nemo now is Mr. Fine, Mr. Fine. Look at y'all, Nemo 35 pounds lighter, y'all. He gonna have to while he say he gonna take off the shirt, take it all off, baby. Nope, put it back on, Nemo. Yeah, so Nemo, talk a little bit to your peeps, Nemo. Give them some love, because you know I run my mouth.
Stay consistent. Keep dropping whatever kind of content you like to drop. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. You're gonna have your ups, you're gonna have your downs. You might do 5 views in one video, might do 100 views on the next video. You just gotta keep trying in each and every way and find your audience. There's a lot of communities out here as well, but not a sub for sub community. So don't just go over there and subscribe to somebody. You know, you got to engage with people, show up in their lives. And YouTube can be very tiresome, guys. Like, a lot of people don't know that, but YouTube can be very tiresome, especially if you're spending a lot of time, a lot of hours watching people's content. And if you don't watch their videos all the time, it's not, you ain't trying to make your way back to the channel. It's just that you're tired. You know, they might be tired. They might be having activities outside of YouTube as well. You know, they might be bringing their kids to school. They might be going to baseball games, softball games, basketball games. They might be taking care of a sick grandma or sick mama. You know, they might have a lot of activities that's going on outside of YouTube. So if you ain't seen some of your supporters, just make sure you know you drop a comment on some of their videos and try to watch their videos all the way through to show support. And eventually they'll probably make their way back to your channel if they keep seeing you in the comment section. It might take a
Yes,
while, guys, you know, but you gotta show who your community is, and you gotta understand that they have a life too. So they're not gonna come to your channel every single day. It's everybody's channel every day. Everybody has a life,
exactly.
you know.
I was in a garden today, and Nemo was amazed because it was 9 o'clock and it was light out here. But I had to get those seeds down. See, I Cherish Church started hers way back when. We've been having cold and all that, and it might rain. Hey, Barry, I didn't say hi to you, Barry. This is my first time you seeing you walking in here, baby. Welcome. You welcome, Barry. And Cassie Kitchen, I don't know if I gave you a proper welcome, 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 madam. The OGs in the house. I real life, I seen you cut the switch before I seen you. And then Brown Sugar, welcome to my space, Brown Sugar. I met you in Nemo space. So you welcome because we have a phenomenal community and our community love you. I seen you say you're not a YouTuber, but that's okay. We will still love you and embrace you. You're welcome in this space. Um, One of the things, Nemo, yesterday, Nemo, I was talking to, hello, person with looking like, I'm not sure, Greek or whatever. So welcome, we love you. So one of the things I was talking about, please put a playlist. Your lives can go on a playlist that will take in on your playlist that put some of your lives on a playlist and put live streaming or something. Why? Or streaming. So people could take and go down your list, your videos, your short videos or something. Let me tell you, we don't have to be on here word for word with each other. I could drop on there and give you some love. As long as I'm on here, you getting the watch hours. I'm getting the watch hours. Make it easier for us and yourself because most of us want to support you. Sometimes we're running around doing this and that while I'm in the background listening. I want to see you successful. Nemo want to see you successful. Brown Sugar say thank you for the warm welcome. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being in the space. I appreciate everybody win.
We want to
Everybody
see
went.
everybody.
See, let me tell you, yes, there's some people that is about them. The community large. I'm not talking about the few who be trying to be slick. Those who really care, they in this community, they're givers and they're generous. So make it easy. You know, Nemo over right now playing content. I say, Nemo, yo, TV too loud. Play it in the background. You know, right now I got a phone that have to give back to my son them. But you know, I be sitting in the background playing somebody playing people playing their videos. So until I get the phone back, I'm gonna make sure content is going all around me. So that's what I'm doing now, and I'm pushing it. And I have 3 different channels so that I could show love to you all. I've been doing I Cherish Church, you know, real life. I hit you up. Barry, I gotta come on your page. I haven't hit you up. Brown Sugar, you say you're not a content creator, but like I say, you're welcome. Cassie Kitchen, I need to come to your page. I need to. Okay. So while I'm writing that down, so you know what we're doing is we're trying to make sure you are not left out. You know, one of the things I'm doing this live, and it's gonna be on Wednesday, and it's talk about what about me? What about me? We want to know what is in it for us. As we monetize, I thought, I'm going to be honest, I thought once Nemo monetized, because I had a bad experience with a person on here, I thought once he monetized, I was like, yeah, once he monetized, he ain't going to be bothered. But Nemo went through a devastation, a change in life. And so he had to take a break, a mental wellness break. And right now is mental wellness month, May. And so we want you all not to get caught under the currents, but to be prepared for the things that will come. Jesus is great. And thank you for saying hi, baby, because I don't like when people come in here and they don't speak. You speak before you start shooting at somebody because it's rude. At least give me a chance to say hi. You might like me, but if you come in here with a fight, then you don't represent God. God say, with loving kindness have I drawn thee. And also, God was a man of peace, but he was a man of war. So when you bring a sword, make sure you ready for the kickback, because you might get a sword back. Y'all think everybody is this sweet, innocent person. But guess what? The word of God is like a two-headed sword. And some of these people coming here saying, oh, you should be a Muslim. But the Quran have a level of respect, and so does the Torah. See, sometimes y'all think y'all know so much and don't know yourself nothing. You better sit down and correct yourself before you get put in your place. I'm a star, a knight, and serving God, and I wish and pray all women, okay, thank you. I pray that you go to also night serving God. I appreciate it. But we have to make sure we represent people correctly. Don't go in their space being rude, arrogant, and nasty like your parents haven't taught you any manners. Cause some of those days you might catch me like, nah, I ain't playing this eat sweet innocent stuff. Brown sugar. I'm usually nicer, but not tonight. I'm being direct. I'm being firm. Hey, Diamond, welcome. Hey, welcome. You know what, bro? We not gonna take and put you out. But if homicide keep playing these games, and I bind that spirit in the name of Jesus Christ, because the enemy done gave you a name to speak a sentence over yourself, child. You don't even know what you done said. You done spoke a word over yourself that will cause you to be going to hell and in a handbasket. Y'all are some. Be nice, be nice now, back. Be nice. No, I don't wanna be nice. Look, Nemo. I'm whippy. Nemo, I'm act like whippy. No, you told him to beat me, so I'm gonna get him. Hey. So yeah, we got to be careful how we treat people. And some of these people are children, but some of these people are adults, and they haven't been taught any manners. And you could tell the way y'all act. Stop acting like a moron and sit down and learn something from somebody. Because just like you could give an insult, I could give one too. But I don't want to hurt your feelings, because you know what? I'll be able to. If I hit you like I would hit you, I have you shaking at the core. Why? Because I know some tricks you ain't even learned yet. Boy and girl, go sit down. So back to where we were. Y'all excuse me for the outbursts. We Nemo, so Nemo, what helped you to break through the 4,000 watch hours? Because we know it's a process. Hey Nick.
Orders, I was showing so many people love. I was showing so much people love. I was on everybody's channel doing shout out videos. I used to do them shout out videos and show so many people love. And I was just showing so much love to people, engaging with people, staying consistent, dropping a shout out video as soon as I got home from work every single day. Had my notepad ready. I had written down names, and I was going to check out people's content. And I was watching their videos all the way through. I wasn't just going over there, clicking the like button, dropping a comment, acting like I was hitting, because I could tell you things about your video. I do have a good memory. I might have smoked a lot of them twigs back in the day, but and it stopped my memory from slowing down. I don't smoke no more. But I'm just a lot of shout out videos. I used to shout so many people out at the time, and I still go to some people's channels. It's just not as much because right now I'm focused on my health and fitness and all that stuff. So I don't be on YouTube. I'm not going to be on YouTube 14, 16 hours like I used to. I used to be on YouTube 14 to 16 hours, but I don't be on YouTube 14 to 16 hours no more. I might spend 2 or 3 hours, and people are making videos longer, so it's kind of hard now. They dropping 10, 15-minute videos, 20-minute videos. It wasn't like back in the day where you only hit a 5 to 8 minute video, and I could come over there and watch like 20 people's channels right off the bat and spend a couple hours on it. It's just I'm trying to do better myself in life too. You have to take, I wouldn't say take breaks from YouTube. Get on here maybe 1 or 2 hours, but don't spend more than, set yourself for a limit. Set yourself for a limit. Yeah, well, look, once you get 4,000 hours in you, you ain't got to worry about hours again. All you got to do is probably drop a video every 2 months. Or, you ain't got to worry about watch time hours ever again. So my thing for everybody would be try to get 4,000 watch time hours and you never have to worry about it again. All you have to do is drop like a video within 90 days or something like that. I forgot what the regulations are nowadays. But once you get 4,000, and I had so many people in my corner, like there was so many people because I was showing them love. Oh, I'm gonna put your, there was. I'm not recommending for people to do this, but they was putting my playlist on repeat, and I was saying, I don't, like man, I just had so many people showing me love, and I had to go show them love.
Because it's like a rerun. As long as you don't tell them to do it and they choose to, because I play music at night. Sometimes I'll look at something.
Dude called Dash of Faith. Some people might have not knew who Dash of Faith was, but I don't know if he got banned because of he was telling people to run his playlist. And I was like, look, I don't want y'all to run my playlist. I'm not trying to end up like Dash of Faith, you know.
Barry. Barry said he been Barry, you said you've been connected to me for a long time. We've been in circles together, Barry. And yeah, I do appreciate you, and I've seen your name and stuff. We be in a lot of circles. And OJ, I didn't. OG, I didn't ignore you, baby. We trying to talk about some things. Nydia asked a question, and we want to make sure we do the things the right way because you could get monetized and demonetized, and that's what Ellie, yeah, Endeavor.
Is go live. Find a couple people that's really gonna come watch your channel and just try to go live. Set lives up for a certain time. Like Snapback has it. What is it? Sunday and Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Or I don't know what time you go on Wednesdays, but the best thing to do if you can do 4 days a week, set times where people know exactly what time you're going live, what time you're gonna be live, where they could come in your live. I didn't really have a set time because I was working so many hours, but I was just going live as much as I can go live. And I was showing so much people love, like I was watching content on my phone while I was live on my laptop. And that was helping me out too. You can get 20, 30 hours a day. And if you just consistently do that every single day, them 20, 30 hours are gonna add up as long as people's coming in your live showing you love. And it don't matter if it's haters. Let them haters give you the watch time hours. That's why I wore the hater blockers on and I told Snapback before I came in here. I said, your channel be having so many haters. I don't know what it is. These people love to hate. There's gonna be negativity, guys. You can't let it bring you down. Cause listen, when I first started my YouTube channel too, like really as a Pokemon content creator, and this was back in maybe like August when I came back. I had more negativity on my channel than anything. It was, why don't you delete your channel? This channel is trash. And this was mainly like 80% of my channel. Everybody was telling me to delete my channel and this and that. And I just kept going. I said, I'm not going to let that get to me because my mom always taught me growing up, if you don't have haters, you ain't doing something right. So I had haters and I just kept hitting them with positivity. Like I used my word is stay phenomenal. I like to stay phenomenal, and I used to just say stay phenomenal. I'm not gonna let nobody get to me because I done been too much through too much in my lifetime where I don't care what nobody says. Nobody on here can hurt me. I done been homeless. I done lived on the streets for a little while. I done been through a lot of trials and tribulations, and everybody's gonna have a testimony to tell. Get on here and drop your testimony, and somebody might want to hear your testimony, hear your story. You might have a vision, like they might have not went through it yet, but all of a sudden they might go through a trial of tribulation. They can do all
But I ask you, Father God, to take and shake them at the core. Every time they go to torture people, let them not rest until they stop taking, going in people's spaces, trying to disrupt them. Father, in the name of Jesus Christ, I ask you to rest them. Let them not sleep until they come to know who you are, God. And everybody don't play church, and everybody don't play these games. Father, I ask you to forgive me from not taking authority in the beginning, because the enemy have no authority over this channel. Jesus Christ is Lord, and everything will come under the power and the blood of Jesus. I am not afraid of you all. Only reason why I want to stop, because I do not want other people to have to suffer and hear all of this foolishness, because you know what? They on here, and that's why I'm like, I'm not putting them out. They're gonna pay me to be here. And that makes no sense. Just close up they words, because they post things. They ain't never had no attention. And Jesus, the person that had Jesus' name, he put his name a couple of times, because people be like, hey, can you see me? Can you see me, baby? We see you. We love you in this community. We thank God for you. We glad that you're on here and not somewhere else where you could be somewhere in trouble. So I just pray that your mind is rest. You stop being tormented or trying to torment others. Let there be peace in the name of Jesus Christ. There should be peace. Your mind should rest. It's time out to be playing games.
Well, it's just a generation we live in. Like you said, it's a lot of kids and cyberbullying and stuff like that. But y'all can't let that get to y'all. Don't let none of that get to y'all. I know you ain't gonna let it get to you. I'm talking to like some of the people that might let it get to them. You know, because some people do deal with mental illness where they can't take the cyberbullying. You don't ever know. You might make somebody do something they don't want to do. You know, and stuff like that. Like some people might not be able to handle it like me and you. You know, we able to deal with
But they don't care.
this. You know, but behind the scenes. They don't know if somebody just lost their mind.
They don't care. They don't care. That's the enemy. That's the enemy. Welcome, all trolls. Welcome, welcome, welcome the trolls. Welcome, welcome, welcome the trolls. Welcome, welcome, trolls. You're in a place where we love you. You're in a place where we love you. And you know what? We thank God for you, because you could be everywhere else, but you in here. So guess what? We are so happy that you're here. Hey, Joe Mama. Your baby, y'all are so funny. I just think y'all cute. I think y'all so cute. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's grow. You know what? I'm just you know what? Thank you, Joe. Joe is in the house. Yes, yes, yes. These children, they are children, baby. And you know what the sad part is, Nemo? Even if they're not children, they may be young adults, and they might be adults. See, everybody think that you're grown, and I'm gonna tell you, you think because you're grown that they will have social skills. When I used to teach children social skills, you think they get a certain age and they will start doing things. No, you train them up when they're young, and you teach them manners, you teach them respect and honor, and a lot of them haven't learned that.
These days. Like it's just downhill with the values and the morals. You know, we was taught with values, morals, respecting your elders. We knew not to talk if adults was talking. You know, like we was all raised. I'm not gonna say everybody was raised right, but that's just the generations we come from. You know, I mean, even if they're not, they might be my age and acting like a kid. I don't get it, but maybe they was raised around parents that, or maybe they didn't have parents. I don't know. They might be foster kids. Who knows? But still, that's not no excuse, because you could always change, like who you are as well. Once you find like what's up, once you find God and know peace and stuff like that, and you believe in yourself and stuff, you don't have no reason to go hate on nobody.
Um, I just think we not think well, we're in a disposable generation, and it's been like this for a while. But I want to ask you, Nemo. I want to go back to um how do you turn a viewer into a supporter, a real supporter, somebody that's viewing your channel? And I know one time you were saying this one person used to come on there and he said all these things, and eventually he became a supporter? How did you do that? And how can we do that to make our viewers, not make, but encourage our viewers to become supporters?
They used to come on my channel, and this is how I used to put it. If they coming on 3 or 4 videos, that means they're watching my content. And they used to, and it would be all negative comments. So I'll go over there to their channel and I'll watch every single video they had and just say, "Stay phenomenal. You're gonna be the biggest YouTuber out there." I used to hit them with positivity because, in my way, how I feel, positivity conquers everything. Like if you just go over there and it changed so many people because I still got 4 people to today that when I started my YouTube channel, they used to hate on my channel. But now they still come on my channel every once in a while and show me love, like, because I went over there to their channel and I just showed them love. Most people won't go over there to the channel. If they see somebody hating on them, I said, let me go show them some love. Maybe they need love in their life. I said, maybe they need a little love. Maybe they never had that affection at home. Maybe it started off at the household. Maybe it started off with getting bullied in school. You never know what they really went through.
That's why I'm not in a hurry. It's not about the watch hours. That's why I'm not in a hurry to kick them out because they passing through and they got their little minutes of fame. But Nemo, I know sometimes your pain become your platform or your pain become your purpose. So how did your health become your help? And now is your journey and that's you helping somebody else to break through. What was the turning point where you decide I want to take control over my health, and how other people can do the same?
I had to cut back on the YouTube, which a lot of y'all kind of knew that because I was spending way too many hours on YouTube. I was spending about 14 hours a day on YouTube. So I had to cut that down a little bit. And I had to get in a routine. You always have to set yourself up for a routine, no matter what it is that you do every day. If you wake up, if you work out for 2 hours, or if you go to a job, or if you commute to your job and go work 8 to 9 hours, 10 hours, maybe 11 hours. And what made me do it is, I've been diabetic. A lot of people don't know for like 17 years now. So I want to be here for my son to see him graduate across the stage, and if I have more kids in the future, if I meet somebody that's gonna be phenomenal and have some kind of ambition and drive, and you know, eventually I want to be able to live my life to a point where I could see my kids graduate and I could be there for them and just live life with the people that you love to live life with. And I said, man, if I could probably lose weight, I could probably get back in shape, and I got to start eating better. And once I started eating healthy, I'm not gonna lie, Snapback. Since I started eating healthy and stuff, I got so much more energy. With all that weight being off me and stuff like that, I'm so energized. I'll be like a little energizer bunny. I could keep going for hours. Some people might not could do 2 or 3 hours on the treadmill. I could do 2 or 3 hours on the treadmill after working a 12-hour shift. So I had to change. And the number one key is you got to change your mindset. Your mindset at first, and that's with anything, financially, with what you're spending on whatever. It could be food, it could be shoes. You got to change your mindset with everything. If it comes down to losing weight, your mindset is first, and then I feel second is discipline. You have to discipline yourself. You might want to go get that cheeseburger with that extra cheese on there with a little extra patty. Change that up to a salad or something. Like chop up some avocados or something. Eat it in a salad. Make you an omelet. If you feel like eating some fried eggs with some bacon, some grits, some nice toast on the side. Cut that back. Just make an omelet. Chop you up some mushrooms. Chop you up some tomatoes. Put your. You're gonna have to get used to eating. Eventually, you're gonna get used to eating like that. And you're gonna be just feeling better. You're gonna feel more energized. I'm telling you. I used to be really sluggish, and 'cause I used to go eat a big old pan of that lasagna, that ziti pasta. You know, whatever they had, pizza. Y'all know I used to eat the pizza like crazy. You know, so I had to just switch up my diet. I said, let me switch up my diet. and I started looking even better. You know, like I mean, like feeling better. Like, and then it's helping. You know, it's helping a lot. You know, and I eat a lot of protein now too, though. You know, protein helps you. You know, especially if you're lifting weights, if you're trying to do push-ups, sit-ups. Protein heals the muscles and recovers the muscles. So you want to have.
It, it help you to stay full longer too. You know, you know, I'm looking at your journey anymore, and I'm seeing everything you saying. And it's also important who you're around and how you manage yourself, and it is a mindset because I told myself like last year, like almost even 2 years ago, that I refuse to be obese anymore. I'm gonna show you this magazine, and this was me, and I still have this outfit. I was almost 300 pounds. And one time I was 404. I was 284 pounds. And so I'm like now like almost 200, and I'm 200 and going back and forward. So even with you saying that I want to do that, I'm gonna take what I'm gonna take and do some of my clothes that I have. I'm gonna take and before I get totally rid of them. I'm gonna put in the outfit and I'm gonna take a picture and then upload, because a lot of times, they soup now. They a lot of them been soup for a minute. But see, we have to change our mind. I said I didn't want to die and be obese. I don't want people struggling. And this might sound morbid, but I don't want people struggling to pull my casket because I'm so overweight. And so just knowing that you have to take better care of yourself. It's who you're around. Even like not being around the people. Hey, our NTCO, being around people. Thank you, Brown Sugar. Being around people who want to tell you, oh, it's okay. At work they start saying, oh, you getting too skinny or you getting small. I heard that story before. And now I say you a lie. Because if you start believing a lie, then you're gonna stop the progress. And the thing is, people would rather see you overweight and miserable because misery like company. You have to make up in your mind. That's not what I'm doing anymore. We ain't going that way anymore. And so, because people, Brown Sugar say me too. Because people, like they'll say, "Oh, you getting too little. Oh, you don't have to take it." Yes, I do, because I will not be obese. I will not die obese. You know what I'm saying?
He's just eating cookies on lunch break. You know, why you eating two or three cookies on like the big cookies? You know, like why you eating them? Why you eating a big old ice cream cone like that? Like come on, a drumstick. Then you talk about you might want another one. I said, you're wondering why you're staying 200 pounds for three, the same weight for 3 or 4 weeks consistently, and you ain't drop a pound. And he keeps saying, well, I'm not gonna cheat tomorrow. It's not. It seems like you're cheating every single day. What you had one day that you don't cheat on your diet? I mean, it's really about what you eat. You know what I'm saying? It's about what you
It's a series of things. Yeah, exactly.
eat better. Eat a lot of protein. Eat a lot of vegetables. It could be spinach. It could be lettuce. It could be tomatoes. It could be, like I don't like try to eat a lot of strawberries. I eat mainly like blackberries, blueberries,
Yeah.
and raspberries, stuff like that. I do like strawberries, but they got more sugar in them and stuff like that. So, but I try to stick to like the blackberries, the blueberries, stuff like that.
Yeah. Berries are good for you. And so, berries are really good for you. Just And it's not large because even with mental health and other things, what happens is, see, the doctors will give you all these medicines, but food is medicine. Let food be your medicine. It's a choice, like you're saying. Some people do hamburgers inside out. They'll take the lettuce and they'll have everything minus the bread. It's not to have bread, is to have it in moderation. And then it's the bread, the kind of breads and stuff you have. And so, like, I'm excited because it's garden season and vegetables and fruits and stuff become plentiful. Take advantage of some of those things. You know, t- you can make bread with other things that is less than carbs, because you could do flax seeds, chia seeds. You could do almond flours, less carbs. You could even do wraps um with cottage cheese wraps. You can take and let spread it the real thin and let it bake. And so there's a lot of options that we could do, and the food will still stay we good for us. Nydia say, let your food be your medicine. Yes, and it's a choice. Do I really have to have you know what, a lot of times I don't buy junk food because I don't have the discipline. I'm gonna be honest. They say one serving, and one serving is a whole bag of chips, baby.
I stay away from potato chips. I ain't ate potato chips since I started, probably like 8 months ago. I don't really eat no. I gave up on the potato chips, and that used to be one of my weaknesses. Going to get Doritos, going to get whatever kind. I ate all the chips, all of the chips. I ain't ate no chips in about 7 weeks. I gave up on all the chips. I don't want no chips.
It's a desire because they have good chips. They have veggie chips. They have called garbanzo beans. They have garbanzo beans where you can make mayonnaise with it now. You can make a mock tuna fish with garbanzo beans and onions. You can make hummus with garbanzo beans. I mean, there's a lot of things that is not carbs that will go directly into your glucose to cause your glucose to go up high, up and down, up and down. So there are things that you could eat and we could eat and be still healthy. It's just making exchange. It's like money. You talking about exchange rates. What are you willing to exchange for a happy life? What are you willing to exchange to be able to walk? Like you say, that weight and stuff, that weight hurt. All that stuff on your back, your knees, and all that. Then the heavier you get,
Lose 20 pounds and then walk around with a 20-pound sack of potatoes all day, and that's what it really is doing to your body. Walk around with lose 50 pounds and then walk around with 50-pound weights on your shoulder, and that's what it's like you was walking around with every day. I feel like I could do so much more. I could actually jog on the treadmill now. Since I started getting on the treadmill, I could jog on that thing. It might take a little while, but hey, I could jog on it, and it gets your heart rate up. It gets your heart rate good. But even with eating, once you like start eating healthy, you don't even crave no bad food.
say the question being asked, is there a trip? A trip for what?
They probably be coming from under the bridge.
Trip, yeah, Nydia, I'm coming to Florida to see you. Why you had to bust me out, Nydia? Nydia. Yeah, yeah. I seen a Pontchartrain Bridge on also on her video. I was like, oh, that's the Pontchartrain. New Orleans have changed so much. I'm gonna have to take a trip back home. Boogie had this park. It was like this. park with like a jazz park, and Mama B had this jazz park, and they called it something else. New Orleans and the French Quarters, they look different. Even they had the barricades. They didn't have all of that when we was there, when I was there.
I ain't get to go with everybody Sunday because I had my
Oh,
son.
okay.
You know, I went Saturday, man. I was mad I missed Sunday, but you
So
gotta make Saturday first.
did you go to their hotel? You know what hotel they was at? Was it downtown?
Or nothing like that. That was the next day, but we was just all enjoying each other's company the first day. We went to go walking by the French Quarter. They went to go get Cafe Du Monde, some beignets, and man, it was just magical. Like we felt like we all knew each other. Because we've been part of our community for so long, and like we knew each other. We always come on each other's channels. We always talk to each other. And like you gotta make sure if you do go meet some YouTubers, you gotta really know them. Like, not know them, but you gotta at least know them enough and go on their channel. Make sure they ain't on a crazy pill or something. Because you don't want to end up going with the wrong type of crowd. You want to be able to vibe with them. Friday, Saturday, I actually met up with Mama Bowman and Boogie Time first. We hit Boomtown Casino up, and then we went to go eat at Copeland's. You know, on Forges. It wasn't that far from the Superdome. Fishing. I caught two gators before, and they tried to run up on me. I wasn't fighting with no gators. I ran away. Look, LL Cool J. I'm bad, bad, bad. LL Cool J earlier.
Oh, that's a
I'm bad.
the song. Oh man, people be. You talking about alligators? It took me leaving home and come back home, and my sister and them was still there, and we went out to eat, and I ate alligator for the first time, baby. Them alligators was good. Where do these trolls come from? I'm about done with these crazy questions. Not you.
Louisiana, they don't like alligator the most because we sell it at seafood restaurants. Alligator, good.
Didn't remember eating it when I was down there. I wait till I left, and man, I was kind of liking it. Now I wish, I would have ate it now at the fair out here.
Season, you might season it with some Tony Sashery. If you know what Tony's are, some people don't know what Tony's is. It's basically like a bake. I think y'all
Um,
use it.
I use a lot of other seasonings now. My mom before she passed, she couldn't eat the seasonal, and so I started making my own seasonal. Something was in there she couldn't eat, and then we used Miss Dash for a while because she couldn't do the salts and all of that. Oh,
My
it's
mom can
very
eat
good.
it to bring your kidney function
Yeah, yeah.
down.
Yeah, my mom was on dialysis also, Nemo.
So I don't even use salt anymore. I gave up on salt, because it holds water weight down. So stay away from salt if you could. Like, try not to use as much. I just use pepper. That's all I really use.
You could do garlic too and other seasonings.
I usually use pepper. I don't need too much. The eggs to me already have flavor.
Oh, you know what? Nemo, you get away with it too because you also put cheese in there.
That cheese. I like my cheese. I'm not going. Some people don't eat dairy products. I like to eat my dairy products. Like I like my cheese.
It's kind of rich. But yeah, I want you making me hungry now, Nemo. Let me tell you. Y'all be on these channels, and I'll be looking at all this food and I get hungry. I'm hungry now. I'm gonna make me some eggs. Cause I ain't hardly eat nothing. I did eat two peppers. My brother made some peppers, stuffed peppers. I'm kind of hungry now, man. Y'all make you make. I be in the mornings. I'll be like, I'm not hungry. Next thing I know, You done sit there, pop some that food up. I love your griddle. Then pop some food up, and then I be hungry. Uh,
Like I'm gonna mix a little protein together, and that I guess that kind of helps.
in the freezer, I thought about it now because I went outside, I put it in the freezer. So I might drink that, but I still want something heavier, man. Where my poke skins at? I don't know. That's right. That's right. You can't get none.
The max?
I just got the plain ones. I don't want with the
No,
salt.
I mean, what kind you got? Like max? What y'all got up there, max?
Dollar General things. I think it is Max. I don't know. You ain't gonna make me start lying. Bluetooth mode. Hello, everybody. Hello, my friend. Hello, everybody. Hello, my friend. Nydia said, snap back, laugh out loud. They got a M star and he is asking questions, but that's okay if you eat squirrels, baby. Hey, hey, see, y'all think y'all in a place where you gonna intimidate us, but we don't care. We don't care. We don't give a hoot. We don't give a cack. We don't give a. Hey, we don't give a care what you eat, baby, baby, baby. You know what? If you're hungry enough, you're gonna eat bread and rice or butter and rice. You're gonna eat whatever's put before you.
A lot of people don't know about that, but I grew up on a lot of butter and rice.
And rice,
Butter and rice.
grits.
Sometimes it wasn't eggs, grits and pancakes. Cause that pancake mix would be cheap. And then ramen noodles. The noodles used to be like 10 cents a pack back in the day. You better open them up.
If it's the same troll, they might change their name. Nitty, that you can only change your name twice, and I think in 14 days. So they gotta wait 14 days to come back, Nitty.
You just getting some like the algorithm's just picking up your channel and it's just probably sending random people over here. That's the way it is. No, the money like
See, when you pop up and you don't have a goal, they send in everybody in there, and they might just be a troll. When you got a pop up, you get what you get and don't have a fit. So come on in, trolls, come on in.
yeah, you probably like people are saying it's taking them less than 2 days to get monetized. When I was doing it, it was around Thanksgiving time, so it took me like a week, 2 weeks to get approved. But people they saying they get approved the same day. Some people 2 days.
Nemo, had you already set up everything ready to go? Cause like my stuff set up, I set it up when I first came on. I'm like monetization.
Try to save some of your videos and have them unlisted. So when you do get fully monetized, you'll have them ads on your videos, and you already have 5 or 10 videos of content, and you can drop a video every few days. Don't just go dropping all your content. You ain't got no good videos saved. If you know you got one or two, three, four, five good videos, keep them unlisted until you get fully monetized with ads on your channel, and that's when you drop because you want to be able to get that money from ads. And once people get monetized, like what I do is I watch videos with ads all the way through so they can get ad revenue because it adds up. If you got true supporters, they'll come over there to your channel and watch it with ads all the way through to help get any kind of money into your pocket. They might not be able to send you a super chat. They might not be able to become a member on your channel. They might not be, so the best thing to do if you can't do all that, like send a super chat or be a member on their channel, just watch their videos with ads all the way through. You might only give them like 1 or 2 cents, but anything can help you if you supporting that person. You gonna watch that, or let the ad play. Now, if the ad's 5, 10 minutes long, you ain't gotta watch it that long. I'm just saying, let the ad run though. If it's like 30 seconds to a minute, maybe 2 minutes, let that ad run for that person. And that's what I do for anybody that's monetized. Because there is different countries. Like let's just say Jamaica, you can't get super thanks. You can't get super chats, super thanks, none of that. like vibing with VC and all them. You know, they can't get super chats, so they basically getting paid from ads. I guess I don't know if they could get members or not either, but you know, like you got to think there's people on this platform from all over the world, and they can't get donations and members in every single country and stuff like that. Yeah, I
Mm.
know. Hey, I don't like. I'm not gonna lie. I had an ad the other day, like not too long ago. It was 57 minutes. I did not watch the whole 57 minutes, and the video was only 10 minutes long. I said, "There's no way." You know, like if an ad's that long, I watch it 2 or 3 minutes just in case. I don't know how much it could help out, but I watch it 2 or 3 minutes, and that's how long I let it play.
Oh, it's great being on here with you, and I have a couple of lovely people who stayed on real life in Nydia, and so I'm glad that you shared that tidbit with us because I haven't heard anyone say not to save your videos, which I have a lot of videos I haven't even released.
Monetization, let's say you had 3,800 hours, 3,900 hours. Save one or two. Save some of them good videos. Don't just put pouring it out there. Have them uploaded already. Have it unlisted or have it private. So when it does come time where you get approved and the ads on your video, and what you want to do is when you get monetized, it takes 20 minutes to for your video to upload is monetized. So don't just put a video as public right away. You know, you want your ads to load up on a video and stuff like that. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So let your ads load up on that video and go on the laptop. If you can go on the laptop and you can add a couple manual ads in there if you want to, because they ain't always gonna put ads on your video. They might put like one little ad. So put some ads and put them spaced out. You know, you could do manual ads. Like, let me try. I could probably give you an example real quick. Here you go to like content. Like, let's just say this. All right, you'll hit the monetization button, and you'll want to go to see monetization. It's gonna take 20 minutes to do it, but you can always put manual ads. So you'll want to go right here. I don't know if y'all can see it good on my camera. You know, so public right away. So in case 20, 30 people click your video right when you did it, it's gonna take 20 minutes to upload it. Like with monetization, it's gonna upload your video, but your ads ain't gonna be on your video yet for the first 20 minutes. And then you wanna wait until your video uploads HD. You wanna hit manual ads, and you can just put different ads everywhere. It ain't gonna play all them ads. I didn't even think I added all them ads. They added some ads for me, but like
Can you remove ads?
yeah, you can remove have more like YouTube will only put one or two little ads on your thing, but you could probably put three or four. It might not play three or four of them. It might not play all of them, but it'll give a little. It might give you a couple of extra ads on there. So you want to be able to do that, and you want to be able to have your videos unlisted, like because like let's just say if I went to go upload a video, you'll want to hit unlisted. Every time you upload a video, make sure you do unlisted or private. Video. It takes at least 20 minutes to get the ads on your video and for it to go through checks and stuff like that. You know, because some people upload the video right away, and the first 20 minutes, if, let's say 30 people click on your video right away, if you got supporters and stuff, you ain't gonna get paid nothing for them first 30 people that clicked on your video. Now so have it unlisted. Make sure all your monetizations went through. Right here is where it's gonna say restrictions. So you can have restrictions. It's gonna be saying check, and it's gonna say 10%, 20%. Then it's gonna finally say 100%. When you don't see nothing right there, that's when you make it public. I'm just trying to tell y'all that so when y'all get monetized, because you don't want to miss out on every single revenue if this is gonna be your business. I don't make too much money on YouTube. I make like 100, 200 a month, but I ain't been taking my channel, serious or nothing like that, like I was. But anything that
There's some videos I have that I have scheduled. And so if I unlist it and I have scheduled, so it won't touch it until I open it up, then that's what you're saying?
just make sure you got like you could do it on your phone, but you might only get one or two ads on your phone. You want to be able to put like if it's a longer video, especially if it's like and then You can't put ads on your video like this. You can't do manual ads if your video ain't longer than 8 minutes. You know, so you can't put manual ads on your videos if they ain't longer than 8 minutes. So if you notice, a lot of people try to make videos longer than 8 minutes.
Once you get monetized, I guess it's just like when you got your 1,000 people, now it's 500. You get the 1,000 people, that tab got removed. So once you get your 3,000 hours or 4,000 hours fully, then that tab get removed like the other one did.
You're gonna be headed to 4,000. You're gonna apply at 3,000. But once you hit 4,000, you're automatically approved for ads and everything because you already applied at 3,000. So you ain't gonna have to wait no day, 2 days. As soon as you hit that 4,000 mark, you're gonna be having ads in your video right then and there. But you do have to turn monetization on. You know, some people don't. You know, you're gonna have the options where you go over there, or you go to the earn tab over here, and you just hit, like members, members, and or turn ads on. You're gonna see it once you get there. It's not gonna be an easy process, but you gotta make sure you turn it on. But like, let's just say, like, I got some people's videos playing right now. Let's see, I got like Boogie's videos playing, and it's like an older video, but she ain't getting no ads on this video. So I don't know if she went to go space it out, or she just hit the button that says monetize all your videos. So I don't know if because I ain't seen no kind of ads yet, and this is a long video, so she could have had like 4 or 5 ads with me playing on it right.
So do you know if she know that then, Nemo? Okay, because I like this is my first time hearing that.
Video, you might have to go put the manual ads in. So in case somebody does go back to this video like me, if you go to some of your old supporters pages, you're gonna go to some of their older videos. If you were to support that person, you might go watch some of their older videos. But like let's just say this video is 19 minutes. I ain't see an ad yet and it's been 15 minutes. I should have at least seen 3 ads. At least 3 ads. And then 3 ads, I would let them all the way play. It might not be much, but the little cents adds up.
I'm glad.
Helps you out. Like anybody. Because let's just say this, like the video I dropped the other day, I'm gonna show you like my monetization on it, and it wasn't even much. It's because the people showed me love on that video, and that was a shout out video. Like let's just say it got 120 views, right? So I'm gonna flip it around. I got 120 views on it. You can go to your analytics and check. I don't make too much, but I made $2.72, and that's all from people just watching ads. It might not be much, but that's one of the best videos I got in a while, and that means people is really watching the ads all the way through. Because I got videos with 250 views and I barely made 20 cents on the video. So that means your people really like my people really watched the video all the way through and they actually was watching it. And you can click on an ad revenue tab and it'll show you like, right here, see where you made the money at. And, you always wanna like just check it, like see it say revenue. Let me see. Like right here, see? Watch page ads. And that's what I made the $2.72 for people watching the ads. And that's only for 100 views. Just imagine if your channel takes off and you get 1,000 views. So that'll be 10 times that. So you would have made, $27. Imagine if you got 10,000 views, you would have made $270. Imagine if if your channel takes off or something. And all it does is take one video, guys. All it does is take one video, and you never know when your channel will take off. You might get 1 million views on one video and be like, man, I got a $15,000 check. You never know. You might say something that shocks the world. You might say something that somebody wants to hear. I'm serious. Y'all laughing, but you know what you can do with that type of revenue, guys? Like YouTube could really change your life. Like I mean, I ain't never had no views like that. I better could get over 100 views now. But if you can get a video like that resonates with people. And you talking that talk, like, cause Snapback over here, she be saying some deep. stuff. Don't get her worked up over that. Man. Yeah, you don't want to get her worked up over that. Look, you might have a niche over there, with the crumble cookies. Somebody might look up crumble cookie might go get bigger than what they are one day. And then the people are like, let's go Google some crumble cookie videos. And the next thing you know, Anisha's channel takes off. She get 1 million views on a video. And she's like,
Thank you for coming in. We're gonna be wrapping up soon too, cause Nemo. I was trying to wrap up. Nemo done got hot now.
you could have talked about a subject 3 years ago, and that video might take off. Like let's just say you were talking about YouTube 3 years ago, how to be successful on YouTube, and people just found that video and it took off. Like I just seen a video that dropped 6 years ago and it's finally gaining traction. Like it gained a lot, like a couple million views, but it took 6 years. So you gotta think that video was uploaded a long time ago. I just found this one dude and the video just took off. It got like 4 million views and it barely had 200,000. So that means, I don't know if he's monetized or not, but man, like that could have put a 30, 40, $50,000 check up in
That's what I'm looking. I'm looking for a miracle. I'm searching for the impossible. Uh,
in Minnesota.
like mayonnaise.
Oh, all right. I use that blue
We don't
plate.
have we don't have blue plate. We have craft or we have
That is
uh
pretty good. But I use that blue plate.
we have blue
So a little more
plate, we have and we have whatever the other mayonnaise stuff is. It's not Miracle Whip. I eat it all because it's white. Hey Anisha TB. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You ain't gonna mess with me, Nemo. So Nemo, you use mustard then?
condiments like that, to be honest with you. On the salad, I do. I might use some Italian dressing or something like that. Hellman's is pretty good. You know what's good too? Y'all ever ate Duke's mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Do they got Duke's mayonnaise up there? 'Cause that's pretty good too.
I don't know. I think on I'm not sure, I have to see, but they have this lady, she have Dukes everything. And that's the lady who couldn't cook, but she be cooking good now. Josh and his mama. I heard of Dukes.
It's a great value. You heard?
I got a refrigerator right now.
Use that
Sometimes
great value. You heard?
sometimes I take it and whip it with a little salad, baby. It's mayonnaise. It tastes okay, but I want to make my own man. I would like to make my own mayonnaise because it really is not hard. It's just a lot of things is just convenient. It's not necessarily hard. Josh, yes, Josh, mama. Real life, you know what? Let me tell y'all about real life. Real life be having all these different people. I don't know half of these people. Real life, she know who I'm talking about. Josh and his mama, they eat Duke mayonnaise. Josh mama got famous from not knowing how to cook. She ain't put seasoning on nothing.
I'm from New Orleans, so we use a lot of blue plate down here. Like let's just say the Walmart I work at, we sell over 1,000 something blue plate a week. They buy the hell out of that blue plate. The number one thing on the shelf for mayonnaise is blue plate, and then it's Hellman's. But we sell blue plate just because I'm from New Orleans. It's a New Orleans mayonnaise, I guess, or Louisiana mayonnaise.
Have to check out Dukes and see if they have it up here. Do they?
Yeah, it tastes real good. I don't know how to explain it, but I ain't ate mayonnaise in a while. But
So let me ask you this, Nemo, do they still sell blue velvet, I think, ice cream? It might be blue velvet. I don't know. I don't
I
remember
know
now.
Bluebell really comes from Texas, but yeah, we got that Bluebell ice cream. We got them Zab's chips. They got a whole lot of stuff. You gotta come down here and get some gumbo.
Went down with all the good stuff. I,
You don't make no gumbo? What's going on with
crabs and stuff anymore. You right. You know what you right, but I don't. I should bluebell. I should make me some gumbo and rice, but I don't know, Nemo. I eat differently now. They be making fun of me. I go get a rotisserie chicken and it be like that, be cooking for me.
Some etouffee, all that stuff. I like some etouffee, like red beans and rice. I like them red bean rice.
Gumbo when they went down there, they taste the gumbo.
With a restaurant I went to them with, I think Miss Do It Yourself had, if I can remember right, it was chicken and waffles. I think Boogie Time had red beans and rice. Mama Bowman had Lashana had grits with mushrooms and tomatoes. I forgot what Mama Bowman had exactly.
Had chicken, also had beans and rice.
Rice.
That's what also had, and looked like she had chicken wings too.
I'm just trying to think from like my vision. Can't really remember because I wasn't paying attention to everybody's food like that. But I was thinking, I'm thinking, like she had chicken and waffles. Miss Do It Yourself. Lashana had grits with mushrooms and tomatoes and stuff like that. Or something. It was something healthy. Like there were grits with, like she was mixing the grits with and it looked good. And she had onion rings. She didn't eat too many. She was eating them in moderation because she was on vacation. And then Boogie Time had the red beans and rice. I love the New Orleans style red beans and rice. And then
Used to have it with the. They used to have it.
really tell you what they exactly had.
They used to have the hot sausage plants.
They
Old
still
plantation used to be the best. The hot sausage and the smoked sausage, and then they did double D. And up here, they don't have either. So I don't even eat hot sausage no more. You know,
patties, at patents. Yeah, they got patents. They be selling out like crazy. I tell
they
you
had the
that.
patties, but not the links. Then,
Yeah, but they got both. They sell the links right to the patties, but I love them patties on some poor boy bread. I,
boy, and forever. Brown sugar say rotisserie chicken is delicious. You better believe it, baby. That's my cooking. I'll cook it. I'll go give me a rotisserie chicken, eat off in a couple of days, and you think I done did something?
like I know at Walmart they be selling like the lemon pepper one and different flavors of that thing too. I ain't ate rotisserie chicken in a while. I might get some rotisserie chicken. It's just I got so much chicken in my freezer. I mean, I don't even need to buy chicken for I got like 40 pounds of frozen chicken. I need to start utilizing that chicken instead of letting it freeze.
You could do chicken with your eggs. Sometimes I'll do chicken with eggs.
And I'll put it as an omelet. I got crawfish shells in my freezer and everything. I'll be yawning over here. You trying to make me tired.
Some of them people did not have a playlist, and I was trying to watch it, and I was tired last night. I was tired this morning. But tonight, if they ain't got no playlist, I ain't looking at it.
Domino.
I'm gonna go get my sleep because I'm hey Stephanie. You know what? We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. You are phenomenal. You are amazing. Monetize your greatness as the king of 504 phenomenal Nemo says.
To yours.
Okay. You say mine. Talking about you was gonna work on.
We say it wrong. I want to hear you say it.
Girl, I'm your friend. I'm Snapback Trishana. You might go down. Oh, one question. Okay, we got to slow it down. Go ahead, Nydia. Nitya. Nitya working on a question, y'all. Be patient. We got hearts in the house. I like yellow. I like blue hearts. What a question. Did the question come in? Oh, I was just making sure we didn't ignore it. Well, the box that have the hours in it separated from the hours in the back office.
What she talking about? The hours.
The box that have the hours in it is separate from the hours in the back.
Tab. Make sure you go to the earn tab and check your hours. And now it does take 5 days. It ain't gonna update from the last 5 days. So it takes 5 days to update your hours as well. Like let's just say she uploads this live right now. Whatever hours she got from this live, it's gonna take 5 days to show up on her earn tab.
The YouTube studio Nitya, and then like they have the dashboard, they have content, and then they're gonna at the end they're gonna have earned, and that's where like even copyrights and all that. If you got strikes and stuff, sometimes you go check that out and they look out for the copyright tools so that you won't get a copyright strike. So sometimes they might not tell you right away what's going on. So all those things is how you do it in the YouTube studio. Yeah, that's how you could look at it.
Last 365 days and you could change it. That's what that basically means. If you on the first tab, if you probably like, oh, let me see, I don't know if I can do it from a laptop. No, it ain't showing me. Yeah.
They're out right now on it. You what you talking about? You say the hours in a box.
You got the three boxes. You got one with watch time. You got one with
Change the days.
yeah. Don't go by them. You know, go by whatever your earn tab says. Go by what your earn tab says.
Yeah, in 365 days. Nitya also some of those if, if you have shorts, the shorts was calculated also. So you're gonna have to remove the shorts, and you probably it depend on when you remove the shorts to determine how many hours or even views you have. And so like in the last 28 days, you know, um 365 days, you look at that, you can look at that, but everybody don't have to. I mean, they have 368 days. I deleted all my shorts.
I felt like it was always off on the summary page of the dashboard. You probably like on the dashboard. I forgot what they call it. I don't want to scroll out and exit everything, but it's probably like the dashboard. I got the hater blockers on. They got too many trolls that come in here. I don't, you know.
Well, hey, Alexi, it's summertime. It's summertime. Hey, you know what? His future is so bright. He had to put the sunshades on so it wouldn't blind him, baby. Nydia, I'm trying to see what you talking about. You got yes, Nemo on the dashboard. Yeah. So yeah, you got to go on your computer, Nemo. Yeah.
Mm,
Um, and then when you go there, you look at it's YouTube, and then you have Nydia. I'm gonna read it out, and then you tell me. Well, that's music. I'm on the wrong channel. I don't want YouTube music.
You just go to the little dollar sign at the bottom to the right. Is it dollar sign?
Um, it's dollar sign. Nemo.
Pasta.
Some who?
Some ziti. You ever had that ziti? Oh, all right. Never heard. What's up with everybody never hearing about that ziti pasta?
I don't eat a lot of pasta. I like potatoes. Pour them. We're gonna report him. Whoever in the reporting for it, let me know because I'm gonna report him. Ah, Nemo, you can't do it, Nemo. Don't do it, Nemo. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Days for it to update. So if you had if you had hours like from the last 5 days, like let's just say you did it today, it's gonna update. Like it should tell you what date on the earn tag too.
Released in the earn tab.
Yeah, some of 5 days to update.
Yesterday, they used to tell us and show us how many hours we've gotten. Now they stopped doing that. So you have to catch it. You have to catch it when it goes, and then you look at it. Cause I don't know, YouTube have changed a lot of stuff. They be playing games with you too. Are those it says channel analytics and views and the watch tower hours is has 518 in it. Are those 518?
Was that if you reach like the 500 or 1,000 subscribers, and it should be right above that your watch time hours, like what you totally had. That's what I mean. That's where it should be at.
Other things, you know, I don't know, because even like how many viewers you have is different than on the front in the front than it is the back or boarding. It's different, and I don't know. YouTube
Like YouTube, I feel like they need a little upgrade. They need to innovate a little more than what they're doing because they connected to Google. Google owns YouTube, so I mean, I feel like they should be a little bit more on board with real time and stuff like that.
read this mess too if you want to start sharing what you think. I want to tell you what I think. So yeah, under the earning tab, and then let me see what they're saying: views, watch hours time. Oh, nitty, you talking about under the analytic, they have watch hours time. I think those are the watch hours that's occurring now, and so that's not all of your watch hours. That's probably the watch hours you accumulated now. Like probably, because some of them are accumulating more, but then you got some that's backed up. So like I guess like if you go into live view 28 days watch time. So that mean yeah, community. Mm, yeah. So yeah, you could go in the different things because they tell you how many hours you got from different videos and stuff. That's what that is a breakdown of in the last 28 days. But like, then but they haven't given you all of the hours, you know. Yeah, they trying to tell me. Yeah. So yeah, their hours are different from like real time view last hours is so yeah, they behind. This is behind. They say real time. Yeah, oh, they behind because even from what she talking about real time in the last hours, and then if you go under copyright, which is I mean not copyright earned, it doesn't match because with the earn hours it's much more yeah, it's different. Or was it? Let me see. Yeah, it was much different. So yeah, and on here they have the subscribers, but they locked it at 500, so I don't have to worry about that no more. So I'm more than sure once they get to 3,000, they lock it, and then if you want to be fully monetized, then that's when you have to. So that'd be nice to get the 3,000.
Scroll down usually, and it should tell you. It should you should be able to scroll down and see the 4,000 and thousand range too. I mean, if I can remember, I've been monetized for like 6 months, 7 months now. So
Since you when I came on, they changed it.
just say your last 4 days, it ain't count your last 4 days at all. So it ain't count your last 5 days at all. And then YouTube updates it too.
You have your earning tab, Nydia. That has always been. You know what? Also, Nydia, if you don't have your earning tab, you need to go in and you have to set up your page, and it's under customization, I think. And you have to set it up so when you get your 3,000 hours, they're gonna notify you. Let me see if it's not customization tab. You have to set it up because everybody's not set up, and then they won't let you know. They'll let you know where you at with your all your stuff, and that's what I did. So some people have not set it up. So under eligibility, they have eligibility. Do you see that, Nitya? Under your earn tab. And if not, you're not signed up. You have to go and sign it up. And then they're gonna notify you when you're eligible. They say we'll let you know when you're eligible. I already applied. They say apply now. It's under that tab. The numbers go up and down. Yeah. Hey, Cynthia, the numbers go up and down because of the different videos, but they will show you the valid because mines have valid watch hours, and that is under that is under the earn tab. If you look, are you looking at your on a computer, Nydia, or are you on the phone still? Because even on the phone they have it. Hey, Cynthia, my friend Cynthia in house. Sometimes it do seem like it go up and down, Nydia, but also they be glitching with this stuff. Okay, so on your phone they don't have all of that because when you go on a computer, they have the dashboard, content, and analytic community, and then they have earnings. That's the tabs you have on your phone. But then, and if you don't see earnings on your phone, that mean that you are not. I'm gonna look on this phone. That mean that you have not applied for the monetization.
5 days to update. So it ain't counting 20. It ain't counting 22nd, 23rd, 24th, to 25th hours at all. So whatever hours you made the last few days, it's gonna update one day at a time. Tomorrow it's gonna say May, and then it does update at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time and 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you could always check your hours at three. Say eligible as of May 22nd, and it's gonna go up a day. It updates at 2 in Central Standard Time and 3 Eastern Standard Time.
Computer, you have more tabs to look at because I'm looking at the phone. You only have dashboard, content, analytical, community, and then you have earnings. But on the computer, you have dashboard, content, analytics, community, subtitle, copyright, earning, customization, audio library, daily ideas, key inspector, competition, trend alert, and most view. And they got some more at the bottom. At the bottom. I don't know how to get there. And they have settings. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna have you guys we clarified or try to help you as much as we can. I appreciate y'all. We go shut up the shop. Y'all go and eat me a couple of eggs and I'll go to sleep. All right, you might go down. I'm your girl. I'm your friend, Snapback Trishana. You might go down, but you won't go under because you are an overcomer. Overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of your testimony. I will see you on these YouTube street Wednesday at 4 p.m. And we're going to talk about what about me? What about you? That's at least that's the question is. So we're gonna break it down. So I wish to see you guys there, and I will be uploading the invitations. Welcome, and we love you. Until the next time, Mr. Nemo 504 is off to you, and then we're gonna sign off.
Strive for excellence. I love y'all. Shout out to the whole wide world. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing.
Out of here, baby.